Good day everyone, we are the Group 1 and we are about to present our research proposal. We would like to propose our research on the impact of social media to the academic achievements of the selected grade 11 HUMSS students of Lucena City National High School. Social media is a common content of research, but we want this study specifically for the benefit of the students of our school. We focused our research study on the impact of social media because it is so popular throughout the years. Many are addicted, but some are not. But since they are at school, we would like to know how social media affects their achievements as a student. Does it affect their grades? Or does it affect their perspective towards getting good grades? In general, social media addiction can be compared to substance addiction. According to psychology professor Dr. Naomi Bam, some symptoms of social media addiction include spending more time than intended, a great deal of time spent on activities necessary to obtain or to recover from effects, and recurring use resulting in a failure to fulfill major role obligations at work, school, or home. Jennifer Walsh, lead author of the study published in the journal Emerging Adulthood, wrote that students who spent the most time using social media had fewer academic behaviors, such as completing homework and attending class, lower academic confidence, and more problems affecting their schoolwork, like lack of sleep and substance use. These are some of the negative effects of social media in students' performance according to studies, but there are also possible bright sides of social media. There were two media-related activities that were linked to higher grade point averages, and they are listening to music and reading the newspaper, Danny Carter wrote in his papers. In the study conducted by students of Davao Doctors College, they found out that study habits of senior high students of Davao Doctors College are affected by their time management, study environment, and use of social media, and that these factors impact their academic performance. Student that spends too much time in social media and makes less time for studying their lessons causes the decrease of grade point averages. Only few students are aware of the academic and professional networking opportunities the sites offered. Negative effects contain lack of privacy, distracting students from their academic work, taking most of their productive time, and sometimes they tend to develop an aggressive or violent behavior towards family, peers, and their social circle. On the other hand, positive effects such as forming online communities in order to plan for a project, have group discussions about class material, or use of social networking sites as a way to keep in contact when a student, for instance, who has been absent needs to be updated on current academic information, have benefits if used appropriately. But as it is, technology, like two sides of a coin, bring with it both negative and positive sides. These studies done to help our co-students who are perhaps exposed to social media addiction to somehow let them understand the risk of too much media and to help them realize the importance of academic performance. Pay now, play later is a motto that is relevant in this study. And to continue on, the primary reason for conducting this particular study is to know both positive and negative effects of social media and how this could affect the performance of the said group of students by selecting from the sections of HUMSS students in Lucena City National High School. And to state the problem, the study looks forward to raise awareness among Lucena City National High School HUMSS students about the effects of social media on their academic status. And furthermore, the study aims to determine some of the negative effects that social media can bring and cause to our co-HUMSS students in Lucena City National High School. Specific questions that the study answers include: what is the demographic profile of each respondent in terms of sex and age? The second question that can be defined by the study is: how are the effects of social media on their academic performance described in terms of level, academic grades, and the communication and social skills?
So first is the significance of the study. The study aimed to know the impact of social media to the academic achievement of the selected grade 11 HUMSS students. This would be a reference and beneficial to the following: parents. They would know the impact of social media on their child. They would realize the importance of monitoring their child's activity at home and its consequences. Students. They will be aware of the impact of social media to their academic achievement and therefore can change their way of life and adjust to the new normal education. Future researchers. The result of the study will hopefully become the guideline of the future researchers that will provide them the necessary data and information related to the effect of social media to the academic achievement of the selected grade 11 HUMSS students. Next is the scope and limitation. This study attempts to find out the impact of social media to the academic achievement of the selected grade 11 HUMSS student in Lucena City National High School for the school year 2020-2021. Through conducting a survey instrument or questionnaires, the researchers will be able to know if there is a significant correlation between the impact of social media to the academic performance of selected grade 11 HUMSS students. Review of related literature and studies. On an academic level, social media can have a negative effect on student productivity when it comes to concentration in the classroom, timekeeping, and consciousness. It's important to discuss ways to combat these factors without heralding new media as a societal crime, which many previous attempts of raising awareness on this issue have intended to do. It is without a doubt that platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have introduced many beneficial aspects to modern-day society and its users. For one, it has made young people more politically aware, making them more likely to vote, and has also helped them communicate with other young people on a wider scale than ever before. However, other issues such as having damaging effect on self-image and mental health, productivity in school, and issues with privacy and data protection are all attributes that students need to be educated on. Teacher Board. As of 2015, the world's largest social media networking company, Facebook, has 1.49 billion active users, and the number of users is increasing every year. One of the most interesting things to look at is the increasing number of the student user on such social networking sites. As per the survey conducted by Pew Research Center, 72% of the high school and 78% of the college students spend time on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and etc. This number indicates how much the student community is involved in this virtual world of social networking. Many reasons exist that explain why students love to spend time socializing. First, social networks provide them the freedom to do whatever they want, to upload what they want, and talk to whom they want. They like to make new friends and comment on the lives of different people. Students can create other online identities that the real world does not allow. The freedom it gives them to act just by sitting in front of the computer enthralls them, and then they demand for more freedom. Never before has it been so easy for young minds to create a digital image of their action through such a spontaneous medium. Abhishek Karagkar, 2015. But this has a darker side that has gained the attention of many parents and even eminent psychologists all over the world. One of the biggest problems is the identity crisis constant social networking produces, as said by Professor S. Shyam Sunder, the renowned researcher at Penn State. The type of action users take and the kind of information they are adding to their profiles are a reflection of their identities.
Hi, my name is Kim Biton Kor and I'll be discussing about conceptual framework and the definition of terms.
Conceptual framework and definition of terms. Conceptual framework. The figure shows the concept of this research entitled The Impact of Social Media to the Academic Achievements of the Selected Grade 11 UM Students of Lucena City National High School. The independent variable is the social media addiction of grade 11 UM students in terms of sex and age. The dependent variable of this research was the academic achievements of the students. It is scoped were the level of their academic performance using standardized questionnaires, communication skills, and social skills. Definition of terms. The definition of terms are composed of words that you might perhaps misunderstood in this particular study. Thus, this is a list of the terms that might be difficult to understand.
Good day, this is Russell Candy Ablasa, and I will be showing you the research design and the research sample of this study. Chapter 3, Methodology. First off, the research design. The researchers use descriptive qualitative research design to gather data and information. The research study is a phenomenological study which deals with the effects of social media to the selected grade 11 UM students of Lucena City National High School. Second, the research sample. The research sample of this study are the selected grade 11 UM students of Lucena City National High School, which shows 50 students, 10 each from the different sections of grade 11 UMs of Lucena City National High School.
My name is Francine Jade M. Ludovice. Today, I will present to you our research locale and research procedure. Our research locale was located in Lucena City National High School, formerly known as Ibabang Dupay National High School, also known as LCNHS. It's a public secondary school located at Barangay Ibabang Dupay, Lucena City, Philippines. With more than 3,000 enrolls from first year to fourth year, this is the public secondary school in the division of Lucena. Lucena City National High School was founded as Ibabang Dupay National High School on July 16, 1992 through the Republic Act 1192. The researchers decided to conduct the study in this locale since many students of Lucena City National High School are addicted to social media, and it leads to their social media addiction. In this case, the researchers would like to know how social media affects their achievements as a student. And this is our research procedure. After the validation of the instrument, the researchers will ask authorization from the principal of the Lucena City National High School in concern with the process to be followed for this study. Subsequently, the researchers will make sure that each participant qualifies with their permitted criteria. Furthermore, the researchers will ask authorization from the grade 11 new students in senior high school to ask for the agreement to join in the interview and then explain to them the purpose of the study. The researchers collected the data by means of interview schedule with the use of notepad and ballpen that constitute their age and sex. After the participants have been interviewed, the answers will be interpreted and analyzed. And that is our research locale and research procedure.
Lastly, the research instrument. The research instrument used in collecting data for the research, the impact of social media to the academic achievements of the selected grade 11 new students of Lucena City National High School was a modified close-ended questionnaire which is composed of two parts, namely, Part 1, the demographic profile of the respondents, which is composed of their sex and age. Part 2, what are the impact of social media to the academic achievements of the selected grade 11 UM students of Lucena City National High School? This is the questionnaire which is composed of different indicators answerable by strongly agree, agree, disagree, and strongly disagree.
And that ends our presentation for our research proposal. We are the Group 1 once again, and thank you for listening. God bless.